Are you ready for the next big gold rush? Are you ready to dig deep to find that gold? Literally? And yes, this is the first time I will actually say that mining will provide you an actual gold rush with a lot of money in it. Isn't this just weird in a way? Well, anyways, let's get on with it. Though, before we start, I must mention that unlike other money-making methods, this is highly varying, yet somewhat repeatable. So, instead of a one number that will signify how much you can earn, I will post a range from minimum to maximum as to what you can expect, and of course, average. But for now, let's outfit the ship, or rather choose a ship. Now, I would recommend definitely something that is maneuverable and easy to control. So, the Great Phantom, as a matter of fact, was the ship that I used for testing. Though I would kinda go with Python more because, well, it just simply has more space. So first things first, you will need some shields. I recommend class 3 shields. Those should be plenty enough to sustain some damage and still regenerate fast enough, so just go with that. After that, of course, the best thrusters you can get, so you can maneuver better. And after that, seismic charges. I personally never found myself to run out of ammo for one of them after doing this, so what I would recommend just putting one abrasion blaster and rest in seismic charges. That'll be your hardpoint outfitting. Then, of course, you'll need all the tools: a pulse wave scanner, collector limpets, prospector limpets, and for the first time you're going anywhere, I'd recommend also carrying the detailed surface scanner, or Probulator 9000. Oh yeah! Just don't forget the lube. And of course, refinery would be the last piece that is very crucial to pick up. Just don't forget that. Oh, and of course, limpets. Oh, god damn it! Are you kidding me? Oh, fuck. Here you see TheYamiks forgetting the fucking limpets. Again. God damn it. Now that your ship is ready, you can head out to Delcar 7. I use this place as an example, of course. Basically, what you're gonna do is go to those rings and mine some ore. One of those new types of commodities, like Alexandrite, Opal in the best case, and of course rest of them. Well, Painite, that used to be such a good thing to find in these rings, will be the lowest bitch tier material you can pick up. Yes, that's how good it is. So once you're near the ringed planet, probe those rings and find one of the new material hotspots. Once found what you were looking for, go and explode some rocks. Of course, don't forget to use the abrasion blaster as well. And that's pretty much the work thing that you will do. After that, once you're full, it's time to head out to a place that will actually buy these things for a good price. And this will be the key of this particular gold rush. See, while in your inventory, these particular commodities show a certain amount of price for each of them. In reality, there are quite a bit bigger prices for them in specific stations. Your task now will be to find one. Now, for my Delcar example, the closest such station with a really big price on many of these commodities is in Victorenko Holdings in the CD3... whatever, I can't be bothered to read all that. I'll just put it on the screen. I mean, you can read, right? But if you want to find your own, basically what you do is head to Elite Database. There, since the new commodities are still not entered in the database, you will have to search for low temperature diamonds and their prices. Of course, it's not guaranteed to work all the time, but low temperature diamonds, or painite in some cases, can be a good indicator as to what this station buys and for how much. So basically, this gold rush works on the fact that there are stations that will buy these commodities for exorbitant amount of credits. Or just go to Delcar and the Victorenko Holdings. I mean, they are not that far from Shinrata Desert in the first place too. Though, word of warning, these commodities are new, so obviously expect some balancing in the future. And of course, maybe in time Elite Database will start registering them as well, and it'll become probably, potentially easier to find them. Or rather, places to sell them. But as for now, Victorenko Holdings buys void opals for about 1,600,000, so have fun with that. But what about the pay that you may expect? Well, as I said, I did take out my Crate Phantom, outfitted with the previously mentioned loadout, and in 78 minutes I managed to get about 75 million from the transactions. So it roughly estimates on the 60 million an hour, and I turned in about 100 units of cargo of different sorts. But what would be the best case? What if all of those were void opals and only get them in that same amount of time? How much would be the maximum potential? Well, let's calculate it. So let's say 100 units of void opals that cost 1.6 million, divided by the time spent getting that, 78 minutes, give or take, and multiply by 60 to get the million an hour estimate. And we got 123 million an hour. And of course, this is highly dependent on your ability to find those explodable rocks. So let's say the credit range would be about from 60 to about 130 million an hour. It's quite wild varying, but hey, there you go. But if you want to learn about the mining in general, well, you can take a look at Exegius's tutorials, who actually notified me about this gold rush that was happening, so big props to him. So go out there, my mad miners, and enjoy the new mining, as, well, hey, you get to explode some rocks and earn some cash. It's not too bad, if you ask me. And of course, do share the video around if you want to help out some other folks just get some quick cash, or get them addicted to mining. I don't know which one. But in any case, subscribe and all that stuff, and I'll see you in one of those rings exploding things. And just for the fun of it, here's a montage of exploding rocks that I filmed while doing this.